When you're drunk and horny, things happen. Guys, grab your sunscreen, your tequila, get ready to get crunk because we have reserved a cabana for you at Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club right here on AfterBuzz TV. Turn up!
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Yes. We need glow. Why don't we ever have glow sticks?
I know
Why aren't we raving at the beginning of every show? Oh my God.
Seriously.
Guys, welcome back. It's episode 3. This show, more so than any show, it does not disappoint. This show is on point every single episode. Thank you so much for joining us. We're back here for episode 3. It was amazing. Of course, we're going to recap the whole episode. We've got a little bit of fun news. We're going to talk about our shadiest moments of the episode. But first, I want to introduce all of you to my brand ambassadors to the left. First, we got Jesse Zahner.
Hey guys, join us in the live chat if you're with us right now.
And further off to our left, of course, we've got Maddie Pocks.
Hi, I'm Maddie. I'm happy to be back.
Guys, I am Mike Thieling. Dude, this just rocks. I love this show more and more. Hit us with some overall thoughts of this episode.
Oh my God. Well, I like this one. I mean, there's more going on than last episode. We have a new person coming in, which is exciting.
Love
and people
it.
are getting jealous. And we're unaware of if he likes girls or guys. And then he's very clear about that in the end. So, you know, the girls are really excited for him to come in. So that was fun to see. But what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's heating up more. Like every episode we get something else. So here's another person thrown into the mix, kind of throwing everybody off their game. They were getting a little too comfortable, and now we're going to see what happens with these guys.
I love it. And I love right off the bat, we get Panos. He's not into the drama.
Right.
Doesn't care about the drama. Don't bring the drama from the house out to work in the beach club, which makes a lot of sense. And we get Lindsay. Again, we've given Lindsay props every single episode because she comes in and she's all about that business. She's there 9 a.m. and she's like, you never know where I'm going to be.
Right.
How much do we love Lindsay?
Oh my God.
She's such a boss.
It's ridiculous. Like, I love her so much. Like I said, I wasn't a huge fan before this, but she talks about, like, I love music. I love people being happy. I don't want anybody judged. And it's like, who doesn't want to be in that kind of environment?
Right.
Like, she's amazing.
And who doesn't want Panos as your best friend?
Oh,
Yeah.
you have to. He's amazing.
Like, once again, when I first saw the first episode, I was like, you know what? I thought this would be different. I thought she'd be partying with them, and she's really proved herself. Like, she's just a boss chick, and she has Panos as her sidekick. But he's so straight on. He's like, you know, you might leave like in a day from now to everyone. So
Maddie, you said it best. Our first show of this season, you said Panos you said he just doesn't care. That's right.
Yeah.
He's a gangster. I love it. This episode, right off the bat, big difference. First time we've got 2 VIP guests at the same time. First, we got DJ Alesso. That was him at our intro music. He's an awesome EDM DJ. He's all over Vegas. We know Brent actually kind of knows him a little bit through the VIP at the Wynn in Vegas with all the other superstar DJs. But then, big surprise, Natasha is coming back. Big problem for Brent because of all the drama with Sara.
Right.
Now, do we believe his apology? Do you accept his apology? Because we see now he apologized to Sara, and like she gives right into him.
I know. Oh my God. It's like, I thought Brent would be gone last episode with
Right.
all the drama, but then it works out so perfectly that, you know, you get Alesso and Natasha coming back. So it's like, are they just keeping him back on this episode or, you know, for the season because he's bringing all this drama? And it just annoyed me so much that he was like, oh, you know, I know these DJs. Like, I've been in Vegas, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, and you can tell Lindsay's just like, we don't care if you know
Right.
them personally. She's like, I have this business to run.
Yeah.
It's annoying. And it's like he's going on again about how he kind of wants to be like a owner.
Like a manager.
Yeah, like he's trying to be in charge. And just because he knows Alesso or, you know, all these people. It's just
really
annoying.
good. That's a great point. Jesse, do you think Natasha actually wanted to come back? Or is the show bringing her back to create some of the drama with Brent?
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't really think about that. I thought she wanted to come back for Brent, though.
I did too.
Yeah, but I don't know. The show could have made her come back because of that.
Right.
But I agree with you. Like, it is so annoying that this guy is starting so much drama, but he keeps being like, he's the one that keeps being put in these situations. Like Jules really wants a chance, she can't, but Brent can have another chance, and he knows these DJs. It's like, come on.
Yeah. Hang on, real quick. I want to talk about that,
sorry.
but just bring it back. Do we agree with his apology? Do we accept his apology, or was that just blow off fake?
I think it's a real. Oh, okay.
Yes, that's what Lohan Beach Club is about.
Exactly. So I think it's a real apology because I think, okay, and like, don't hate me for this.
Brent
because
apologist right here.
I'm like in his head right now. So I think, just like we said last week, like he had a childhood that was like rough. He must have like got made fun of. So now the minute somebody's going to reject him, he's going to go so far the opposite way that he's going to blow up and say stuff that doesn't really mean anything.
Hyper defensive.
So I think that he's apologizing because he really didn't mean to say that stuff, but that does not make it right. So I think he is real about the apology, but I would be like, tough. Like, you can't just say whatever you want because, you know, like, you just can't say stuff like that.
If you're Sara, do you give him another chance?
I think he's making excuses. Like, just because, you know, people gave you a hard time when you were younger, I really don't think that is an excuse. People have been through so much more than that. It doesn't give you an excuse to be, well, I'm not going to say it, but an a-hole beep. But, you know, you can't just make excuses for your bad behavior. You know, you can go to a therapist, you can try and make yourself better. You can't just be like, oh, you know, this happened to me when I was young.
Right.
Everyone has something. You can't just,
no.
You know,
and I totally agree with
Fair
that.
enough. And to Brent's credit, we see he doesn't really want to go over to Natasha's cabana. He doesn't really want to mess with her and kind of ruin whatever shot he might still have with Sara. I thought that was a little bit admirable. At least he's doing with that. Panos not having any of it. He's like, get over there and talk to her. I don't care about your love life. So good for him again. And then right near the end of this kind of first pod, we see a new relationship develop. Real quick, what do we think of Jules and Mike?
I was kind of caught off guard because I don't know. I haven't seen them like together at all. But they don't show much of Jules.
Sure,
and they don't
that's
really
right.
show much
don't.
of Mike. So I guess I didn't see it coming.
Do we, real quick again, sorry to jump around, but were we weirded out that Panos just totally didn't let Jules, like, totally faked her out there?
Yeah.
Where Panos said, Jules, you're going to handle this. She said, okay, cool. He's like, psych.
Yeah.
No, you're not. I was like, what? Why does that happen?
That was odd, but okay.
Yeah. And then Mike is saying, you know, he's bisexual, which is totally fine.
Right.
Which is totally fine, whatever, you know, but he just seems like to me that he's more into guys. I don't know what the show was making it seem like.
Right.
And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, I like both and I'm into her. But they never really showed them before this episode.
Yes.
So it was a little bit
It's interesting.
off guard.
We haven't seen them a lot. Now we see them flirting. You guys, by hanging out with us, I would say you might be flirting a little bit with us, but it's just flirting. We're not exclusive. You guys can flirt with other shows on the AfterBuzz Network, right, Jesse?
Yes. Hey, guys, before we move on to the next topic, we just wanted to thank you so much for making us the ESPN of TV talk. So for us to continue to grow, we could use your help. So make sure you subscribe if you're watching us or joining us on YouTube. Give us a rating on iTunes and give us a like and leave us a comment. Join us in the live chat. We love to hear from you guys. After every episode, I go on the comments. We have so many people writing such cool stuff in the comments that I didn't know. So please join us in the comments, in the live chat. But being a part of AfterBuzz TV has meant so much to all of us. So thank you so much for supporting us in doing what we love.
Guys, we want you to have as much fun watching us and the rest of the AfterBuzz crew as my man who is dancing shirtless on top of the Lohan bar, which my favorite part of the episode, Lindsay, now we said she's a boss babe the entire time. I loved it this episode when she broke out. She grabbed the champagne gun. First, she had Panos douse that dude with a champagne shower. Awesome. And then I didn't even know there was such a thing as a champagne like Tommy gun.
Yeah.
But she went and guys, she started dousing everybody.
I know.
I love seeing this from her.
Same.
I would do the same if I was her.
Yeah.
It's like a mix of her being mad at everyone and just being like, you know what, everyone just party, whatever.
Yeah, I love that she's just like wants to have fun and she wants everybody that's around her and at her place to just have the best time ever.
Yep, and then Panos grabbed that gun and he just lit them all up. It was amazing. Yeah. So I think they handled Alesso very well. I was a little bit weirded out that they found it to be extra work for them putting together a spa menu. I thought, can't you just Google spa services and come up with that? Not a big deal. Anyway, they dealt with DJ Alesso very well. They dealt with Natasha. Everything seemed to go pretty good. We do have Panos and Lindsay both recognizing that Brent doesn't need to be doing anything with this relationship. Do you guys think he's working to get Sara back? Do you think that's going to be a major downfall for him if it starts? Is it conflicting too much with work?
I think so. Well, you have Panos and obviously Lindsay and everyone just saying, this isn't about your relationships and everything. And then you have him just focusing on Sara and stuff. And yeah, I think so. I think
it's getting weird because now they take it to the next level. Alesso's having a show. Brent gets invited because of his connections. But they went with Panos anyway, so I don't know about that.
Right.
Yeah.
But Brent's there. He brings both the girls, Janita, right, and Sara. Janita really, really stepped up. I was proud of her because she's been getting a little bit of the short end of the stick. It doesn't seem like she's getting appreciated for the amount of work and effort she's putting in. But Panos really took note of this. This is what they're supposed to be doing, right, as a team.
Right. Yeah.
he just has so much ego, and it's going to be his downfall.
Right.
And it's already his downfall because, people are complaining about him all the time.
Right.
So that's what it's going to be in the end. It's just him.
Were you disappointed with Sara that she made out with him at the club?
Yes.
Yeah, I was definitely. I mean, your bosses are there. I don't know.
And how proud of we are of Janita, though.
Yeah, no, I like Janita a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I think she has a good work ethic. She keeps saying it, and I think, like you said, Panos has given her like the short end of the stick. Like, he has this thing against her for some reason. So when she was out there like promoting and trying to get people to come, I was like, this is the kind of girl you want working for
Right.
you. So,
Absolutely. Let us know if that's the kind of girl you want working for you.
Yeah.
And I was very excited. At the top of the episode, we skipped over this really quickly, but Lindsay made it. She slid this in, which I thought was amazing. She said, it's August. Now's about the time we start to look to replace people. That perked up some people's ears. Do you think these people, they got cast on the show, they go out to Mykonos. Do you think it really crossed their mind that they could be fired? Or do you think these kids thought they were just riding high for the summer?
I mean, these people are pretty full of themselves. I think they just thought, like, I made it, I got it, I'm here to stay. Like, they were getting comfortable. That's
Right.
what I think.
Yeah, I agree. It's like you're getting casted and you're being flown out to Mykonos from the U.S., especially Brent. He's from the top clubs, apparently, in
Right.
Vegas. And, yeah, you think you sign these contracts and you're irreplaceable. But that makes sense. I mean, I think these clubs close probably in October or something, and there's 2 months left. So, yeah, you can be replaceable.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then we get the kind of little bit of a bombshell that we have a new roommate coming, new brand ambassador. It's Alex, and he's worked with Mike before. That's the start, but he's not just worked with Mike. They have hooked up. What kind of drama can this create in the house?
Well, all the girls wanted him when they, when they knew.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was hilarious. But you see him, and obviously he's cute, and you can just tell though that he's gay, which is
Right.
not bad. Whatever. Like,
Well, PSA for everybody who's not from California or Los Angeles, the Abbey is a gay
Yes.
club. It's a
okay.
well-known, famous gay club, gay bar. Decent shot that the bartenders there are going to be gay, and I'm kind of surprised Mike just didn't put that flame out right away.
know.
Saying, guys, he's coming, he's gay.
Right.
All
Yeah.
the girls are hoping so hard. They're all almost fighting, like, why do you get to date him right away if he's
Right.
hot? Like, maybe I want to date him.
Right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
yeah, I should have said that when I mentioned before that I thought he was gay, because right away when they said the Abbey,
Sure.
it's like, I've been there so many times. It's, all the bartenders, everyone who goes is gay, and I love it. It's such a fun place. But yeah, and
And they're all good looking.
yeah, and they're all like so ripped and good looking.
Right.
And then they show his photo, and I was like, okay, like I'm assuming, he's gay. And I didn't understand how any of the girls would have picked up on that, but a lot of them aren't from LA and have been to this bar, I guess, right?
And then Janita got her hopes and dreams crushed
Yes.
yet again. But good for him for having a boyfriend for 3 years. They're doing long distance relationship. That's a lot of trust to go out to Mykonos.
Yeah.
Right? And this guy, what I really liked about him is that he seems super no nonsense. Right off the bat, he said, I don't want any of the drama at the house. I'm here to work for Lindsay.
Right.
And that's what I'm about. That's, again, the kind of work ethic you want in these situations.
Right. And that's the kind of person you want to bring in at this point, because everybody's comfortable. So they need to bring in somebody that's like really going to come in with a bang. I need to do my job to the best of my ability and really stir it up so that everybody else does the same.
And he's super surprised that Mike's got something going on with Jules.
Yeah.
So it would seem from his reaction, what I got from that is Alex is saying, dude, Mike is not bisexual. He even said it. He said, I don't understand the whole bi thing. Like, no, you're just gay. And so big surprise for him to see Mike flirting so forwardly and obviously with Jules. Is that going to create some tension? Is there going to be some jealousy because they hooked up before?
For sure. Once Alex gets a little bit more settled in, I think there's going to be more jealousy, and we'll see what happens. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think that's going to stir something up between all three of them, because I think Alex will probably like get drunk one night and I don't know, but it's going to stir something up between all of them.
Yeah.
Even though he says he's just here for
There's
work.
going to be a
I loved it. Yeah, that can't last for that long. He knows he's going on an MTV reality show. Like, you're not just there to work.
Right.
So it's the first day, Alex's first day. Panos has them all lined up, and he kind of goes down, which I love that they do this too. Every work day, it's like, let's talk about our issues first, and then we'll send you on your little assignments.
Yes.
So he says Alex needs to step it up, try to do a great job. Really goes in on Brent and Sara. What did you guys think about Panos just getting straight to the point and seemingly to me, Brent right away saying, well, do you just want me to cut it off right now?
What if he said yes? Like, what was he gonna do? Was he just gonna do it? Or like, I just was like, why would you ask that question back to him?
Well, because in his confessional, Brent is constantly saying, my personal life's none of their business. I don't care who Panos sleeps with. Don't tell me who I'm going to sleep with and whatever. Do you think Panos is crossing a little bit of a line getting involved, or is it really because they're so overt with it at work?
I think Panos has a point. I think that he has a right to say something. I don't think that Brent has a right to say anything back, because that's his boss.
Right.
You know, he should just zip it for a second. He has so much pride because he's so used to being treated like, you know, up here with the Vegas clubs and whatever. Can you just shut his mouth for a second and just keep things secret? And just,
on Brent's side, if we're looking at it from Brent's side, has his relationship with Sara actually affected work? Past the fact that he didn't want to make out with Natasha again this episode.
So I think it did to some extent. So I don't think it has like at work, other than the Natasha issue, which is like, should that even be going on anyways? But Panos wanted them to promote the club.
Yes, it should. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, it should.
Please,
Absolutely.
for the show's sake. But Panos wanted them to like promote the beach club at this event that they went to, or at this other bar. I don't know if he outright told them.
I don't think he did.
I think he was just like kind of a test. Yeah.
Right.
But
Panos is always testing
I know, and that's what you should know, though. Like, you're there with Lindsay, you're there with Panos, you should know they're testing you. So instead of getting caught up with this girl you want to be your girlfriend, know that they're on you, wait till you get back to the house, and go and promote. You see Janita doing it, you do it. So I do think it's getting in the way. And I'm the kind of person that's like, everybody needs a good, like, work-life balance. So, like, I do agree with Brent on some extent, like, stay out of his personal life. But if your personal life is affecting your job and you're the boss, you know, like, you're going to say something. So
it's safe to assume for them, with the amount of time they've been working there, that Panos is still not a friend yet. Because I've had bosses who are friends, and we go out and we have a great time. Not so much yet with Panos.
Right.
They'd be best to just assume if Panos or Lindsay are around, we're working. That's it. We're just working.
Right.
And that's it. And I think they get along much better and have a lot less problems.
I totally agree.
Seemingly, Panos gives Brent a little bit of a punishment to hand out flyers.
Yes.
And I just thought, okay, Brent is looking at this completely the wrong way. First of all, he's going out with Alex, who the minute his foot touched sand, the guy is like a superstar, right? He's like, I don't care, I'll hand out flyers. Hey, cool, da-da-da-da-da. So obviously a team player right off the bat. This is a time for Brent to shine.
Right.
I feel like this is an opportunity for him to pick himself up by the bootstraps and be the best flyer hander outer you can be. Instead, he's like complaining about it again, and it's not doing him any favors.
Yeah. And Alex is like, just do it. Just suck it up. Just do it. And Brent's like, oh, I can't believe this.
Brent cannot get out of his own way. It's
Right.
like, just shut up and just do it, because they're going to continue to give you these shit jobs. I mean, you're going to be cleaning the bathrooms in a second. Like, just like suck it up, have a good attitude, and you'll see like Panos is going to change his way about it. You're not going to be handing out flyers anymore, but like you're purposely hardest on the person that you want to succeed,
Sure.
but that, he has a big head. He needs to get knocked down a few pegs.
Well, you're not going to go from where Brent is right now to Panos and Lindsay thinking, you know what, he should be running this club. Never mind.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly.
Go set us up for the next year. It's not going to happen like that.
Right.
I think he has the potential and the ability to get there, but his ego is it's just killing him.
Totally.
Right?
He's got to do the low down jobs and, like the lowest job before he can prove himself.
And just do it good.
Even if that's cleaning the toilet.
Sure.
Exactly.
Put it in and then move up. I was really pumped that Panos gave Janita all the props.
Yes.
She finally came through, and she deserves it. She did a
Totally.
great job. She got the dude to come through. That guy's probably going to spend a bunch of money at the club just to see her, but she did a good job. Panos rewarded it. And I think Panos has been consistent, and Lindsay, in rewarding people for doing a good job. Janita got a little bit of short end of the stick, but she really brought it back. I was really happy with that. And then we've got our third VIP cabana for the episode. This is unheard of in Lindsay Lohan Beach Club. But we have 4 Italian models, and word up to the importance of social media these days, because Panos wants them entertained just to get a pic on Instagram. You guys have Instagram accounts.
Oh, yeah.
You follow people on Instagram.
Yep.
Would you go someplace just because one of your favorite Instagrammers went there?
I would, yes.
Yeah, I think so. I definitely have, because I see the photo and then I'm like, oh, I want a photo like that as well.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in the area, I'm not gonna get on a plane and travel to Mykonos. But if I was in Mykonos,
Which you have been.
yes. So,
but that's the thing. You see like a picture and it's beautiful, and you're like, oh, I want to go there.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, definitely.
So we know it's important to impress these ladies because we want some Instagram pictures for the free publicity. So we've got Aristotle, Brent, and newcomer Alex assigned to this cabana. Did you guys feel confident with this team to take on the 4 Italian ladies?
I did, yes.
yeah, me too.
I was impressed right off the bat with Alex.
Yes.
Because Alex, not only did the models say, hey, why don't you guys take your shirts off? Alex, to that next level, said, why don't you take my shirt off? What? Talk about bringing your A game. Brent and Aristotle look intimidated this entire segment, right?
Yeah, no, like, I mean, what can you do? He's just killing them. He's a star.
His game is so on point.
Yeah.
Right off, his cabana game is amazing. They start doing shots. I was just in Italy last year. I didn't get as crunk as these 3 ladies did, but I'm Sicilian. I guess we like to drink a lot. I didn't know. They're having a lot of fun. They're making all the guys do tons of shots. Did you guys get as scared as I did? I thought Alex was in big trouble.
Yes. Did you see his face? I was like, oh, like, and then it went to commercial. I was like, when we come back, is he gonna like throw up?
This
is he
when
gonna
he
pass
gets
out?
sick.
What's gonna happen?
Absolutely. I thought he was gonna get so sick. I said, this poor guy went from 100 to 0 in the same episode, and he's gonna get in trouble.
But at the same time, I'm like, but you work at the Abbey. Like, you have to drink at that job, right?
They
like,
absolutely.
you have to have a
He
good
must
job.
be used to it.
Yeah.
I think they were just playing it up for us because because he rallied super.
Yes.
He's smoking hookah like it's nothing, whatever, making out with the girls.
Yeah. I loved how it wasn't just one of them, like Brent or Alex or whatever, like going over and just trying to, smooze with these ladies. Like, I love how they sent all of them over. So that was really fun to see.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you guys think? Because to me, the show was juxtaposing these two groups. There was 2 or 3 of the female hosts hanging out with Alesso and his crew, and we had the 3 guys hanging out with the Italian models. To me, the ladies were awkward around Alesso, and he's a celebrity, so maybe, but they're still VIP clients either way. They seem kind of awkward and didn't know what to do, where the guys kind of jumped right in, like they're taking their shirts off, they're having a good time, they're doing shots and things like that. Do you think that's kind of a throwback to our first episode where we saw that double standard of Brent hooking up with the model, where we said the girls really can't go like that with Alesso?
Yeah, I think also Alesso's a huge celebrity, so I feel like if the girls did something wrong, then maybe they'd be fired. Like,
that's true.
Imagine them throwing themselves on him and the bodyguard of him. I didn't see if there was bodyguards behind him or whatever, and then all of a sudden they're fired, right? Because the bodyguard could.
Yeah, but to be fair, the guys aren't throwing themselves at the girls. It seems like the girls, Natasha, these models, they obviously want that kind of attention from the guys.
Yeah, that's difficult to say. I think it's definitely gender.
Smacks Gabby. It's not even a question.
Right.
It's a full-on smack.
Yeah.
Does Janita go home? Here's our prediction right here.
Yeah.
Does Janita go home next episode?
Yes, I think she absolutely goes home.
Yeah.
That's my thought. I will be shocked if she stays. But that's my
Maddie?
prediction.
Well, like I said before, I don't think anyone's going home because I think that they like the drama on the show. And if they didn't have drama, then this wouldn't be a hit show, right? So they're going to maybe keep her on.
There's a difference when it comes to violence. And we've heard this story a couple times now. Lindsay had that abusive boyfriend on the beach. That's the story. And this is just going to kick it right back to her, I feel like. I don't think she can put up with it. Yeah. I think she's gone.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. It's depending on the producer. Well, Lindsay's a producer though, so and also that would look bad because she's dealt with all the violence in her past relationship. So it would be bad if she kept her on, and it would be not as good for ratings if she kicked her off. Or I don't know.
We get at least one more show with the ratings. And we get to see it. I feel really bad for her, though, because I'm interested to see what Gabby does to get her to that point, because she's put in a lot of work to do a good job for Lindsay, for Panos, and on the show, and she really got there, and now her anger's getting the best of her. But it makes me really excited for next episode. Okay. Before we go, we got some fun stuff. We got a little bit of news. Maddie?
AfterBuzz TV News.
What was it? Sorry, I forgot for a second.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We are pumped because Lindsay is not the only Lohan in reality TV right now. Another one of my favorite shows, Big Brother. Her mom, Dina Lohan, is one of the house gets on Celebrity Big Brother. There she is right there. It premiered yesterday. Nothing too crazy to say about it. Dina didn't really do great in the competition or anything like that. But we do know that Lindsay actually helped her pack her bags and gave her the advice, Mom, don't talk so much, just listen to start out.
Yeah, and which is totally weird because I thought they had a huge falling out. And with Michael Lohan as well. So I don't know. Is that a publicity stunt? Like everyone knowing that she packed her bags and whatever for her?
I don't want to think it's a publicity stunt because I'm so proud of how Lindsay's doing with her own show. Nah, they're good.
Yeah, and that's great advice.
Yeah.
That's great advice for her mom too.
Yeah, and especially in Big Brother. You want to talk about Big Brother strategy?
Yeah.
Shh.
You know all the strategy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Survivor, Big Brother, I got you. CBS reality shows that are an amazing race, I'm there.
Yeah.
You just got to be quiet, make your alliances, and it's all about listening because especially celebs in a closed environment, they like to talk, almost more than us hosts.
Well, I'm excited to see that.
Yes,
that'll be interesting.
It's really good. And with that, we've got our shadiest moment of the episode. A lot of shady stuff goes down on Lindsay Lohan's beach club. Jesse, what's your shadiest moment?
I think the shadiest moment.
This
Yes, sorry. I'm just so excited to get there. Even though we already talked about it, though. But I think the shadiest moment was when Panos made Brent hand out the flyers. Because Brent thinks he's, like, so high above this job. He, like, cannot ever be bothered to hand out flyers. So Panos was throwing him a little shade there, saying, I'm going to knock you down a few pegs. Like, you need to go pass out the flyers. Bye.
Dude, Panos can throw shade. I don't care.
Yes, I know.
I love it. Throw as much shade as you can, my Greek friend.
Yes.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Oh, darn it. Sorry.
All right, hold on. Let me take mine,
Okay.
and then you get it. I'm going with Alex. Alex, right off the bat, he's not been on the show 5 minutes when he's saying, Mike, bisexual? No, I don't know what you're talking about. That was shade.
You're right.
He's like, I don't want drama, but that kid is not bisexual.
Yeah.
He is gay. Like, whoa, man, you're throwing it right under the bus right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, how can he tell if he doesn't like both sexes?
Yeah.
But maybe he's only seen him hook up with guys, so who knows?
Himself.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Gosh.
You got another shady one?
I was going to say the flyers, and then I was going to say, the bisexual moment. I just think, I don't know.
I got another one for you.
What?
I thought it was pretty shady how Panos told Jules she could do something and then took her right away from her.
That
was so
shady.
confusing.
AF. It was so confusing. And it was just like outright, just like quick. I was like, damn. She
Right?
thought she had that for a minute. And he was like, nope, just kidding. Yep, that was shady, actually. Good. That's a good one.
Also, Alex has a boyfriend
Yeah.
in Chicago.
Yeah.
That's shady. Did everyone forget about that?
That's a fantastic point.
Yeah.
Do you think he's got an arrangement with his boyfriend to say, look, I'm going to make out with girls because this stupid thing and they want us to do whatever in the cabanas?
He's got a, I mean, I just thought it wasn't going to be an issue because if he's saying he's gay, like, he's making out with girls, who cares?
Right.
Well,
don't
he's
know.
also on a show, so they're paying him,
Reality show.
assuming.
MTV
they're-
reality show.
Yeah, so,
Another prediction? Another prediction?
Yeah.
Alex's boyfriend makes an appearance.
Yes, that's gonna happen.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go, Lindsay
That's gonna
Lohan
happen.
fans. Oh my gosh. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us on this episode. It's amazing. Every
this
episode
show.
is going to be
Yes.
amazing. We are here with you guys. Real quick before we go, my lovely friends, where can they find y'all?
I'm on Instagram at Maddie Pocks. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks for joining us in the live chat. I want to give a shout out to Monica Valencia, who joined us in the live chat. Thank you so much. I'm Jessie Zahner, and you can find me all over social media at Athletic.
Guys, my name is Mike Thieling. You can find me everywhere at Mike Thieling. Until next time, stay turned up. We'll party with you next week.
See you guys.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.